15-year-olds are now tossing 30-foot 4P2s and seasoned vets are hitting front swap 6s. Free ski rail progression has become more impressive than getting on the dean's list at MIT. But it's not just about the stunt. The number of turns, flips going on and off a rail, depending on the feature, just completing the actual rail itself can be more impressive than any type of dusty K-Fed. The curvature, the total length, the number and intensity of kinks, the raw steepness of the rail, the structural integrity, the degree of tetanus, the number of cars in your in-run and out-run, all these things and more contribute to the entire difficulty of just sliding a rail. And like rail stunts, the difficulty of what rails have been actually slid in skiing keeps getting pushed to new heights. Over the years, goats like Tucker Fitzsimmons and Alex Hall have conquered some of the nastiest kinked up bars in history. Others like Jesper Shader slid the first ever loop and detached loop rail in skiing, also set the record for the longest rail slide in ski history. But the mission to create the quote-unquote hardest rail in ski history has never been done. Well, at least until now.
All right, man, we made it out to Sunshine Village, which is the venue for Red Bull's hardest rail project. Leading the charge, we got Max Moffat on it.
The idea was simple. Max Moffat invited Free Ski Holy Grails Jesper Shader and Hunter Henderson along with 12 of the most difficult rail features known to mankind to see how many they could slide consecutively in just 3 days.
Still know where to go.
Excuse me, dog. I
Still know where to
apologize
go.
for the weight
Where to
shot.
go. Hey,
Oh, squirrely. Yeah! There was no stunts on it, but I made it to the end at least. Yeah, yo! Sick! Oh! Alright, next up on the menu, we got an A-frame at the end, but more so treated just as a flat down. So it goes teardrop all the way to the donkey, connects to the flat down, and then hopefully onto some really good times and some good memories and a lot of laughs and smiles. First tee.
Oh!
Okay.
Yeah, again, you're looking at some of the best skiers on the planet right now, so considering the rail was only 3 sections deep at this point, Jesper was throwing those 4-ups to keep his tibias stimulated, saw a bunch of switch-to-switch attempts, but finally it was Mark who brought it home on section 3, and he got a back 2-7 on his way up.
Oh my goodness.
Through the cake, Nick. Let's get it.
Dude, I
want
hope.
this for you.
Ah, no, dang it.
With the elbow rail in place, rail number 4 is where it started to get tough. It was the first section where you actually had to redirect your momentum, and considering we set in the first 3 rails on a pretty decently steep pitch, we're gonna have some speed going through this thing.
Oh, so close. Wow. Oh, let's go! What? Yes, sir! Oh, that was sick. Dude, yours was tight as well, dog. So tight.
Rail number 5 was just a simple flat bar, but it should have been really tough to get to considering the elbow just before it. But again, Jesper was there, so it was done and dusted in 1 hit.
Are you? Oh! First team! What?
As she stood, we got the teardrop donkey, A-frame, elbow, flat bar into another. At this point, this thing was starting to get pretty heavy. Not only did you have to shift your weight once on that first elbow, but you had to lock back in on the flat bar within half a second and get ready for the next kinked up weight shift on the second elbow. This one took a good hour of attempts, but it was finally Mark who brought it home again and even had the audacity to back 2 out of it. Sadly, I didn't get this one clipped up, but Hunter tried to bring him justice with a B2B.
Oh, no way.
The last one and more kinks, so they threw the Z bar in there. I mean, it looked deadly, but honestly, given the Mach 10 pace you'd be setting near the end of this thing, it was probably just gonna feel like a flat bar. And regardless of the extra kinks and the longer distance, Jesper still brought this one home in just under an hour.
Oh, needy.
I didn't manage to get the clip, but if you want to check out the full high definition goodness of Rail 7, go hit up the official video on Red Bull Snow.
Rail number 8 going in right now. It's a DFD, but they're treating it kind of as a flat down flat because as you saw on rail number 7, Jesper, when he was clocking through, he had a ton of speed. So try to mellow it out. Give you an overlook again, starting off teardrop. And we go to the donkey, the A frame, then an elbow, a flat, opposite elbow to the Z, and now a flat down flat. That's like 160 odd foot now. Ridiculous. Yeah, buddy. Oh. Oh, Hunter! No! Oh my God, man! Oh no! I am so sorry, dude. That was still gas.
Cooking soul.
Oh! Oh!
Incredible. Blowing up the spot. No doubt.
Jesper! Oh my goodness gracious, you animal! How did that one feel?
I feel like crazy.
Dude, you were on there for an eternity.
Oh, I was like
Wow.
feeling kind of weird in the middle. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, is this actually? I felt kind of locked in.
Yeah, dude, you were locked, popped out,
Wow.
switched. The compression was crazy.
I don't even know what happened myself. I was
Dude,
like, above, just
brother.
bouncing around. So
Unreal.
By this point, everybody was approaching Mach 10 once they neared the end of the rails, so adding more curves or kinks was going to be a no-go for the knees. So for number 9, we just went with a simple flat bar, but it pushed the entire rail near the 200-foot mark.
190?
Yeah.
Cool.
About to bust 200.
We're about to bust 200!
This is a certified hood classic.
Jesper, the 500-footer you did in Sweden or the 190 you did right now?
It's a tough one. I mean, I got this one faster, but it's such a crazy feeling, like on the elbows and stuff like that. I mean, we're adding more, so it's gonna get crazier.
Yeah, waterfall's next.
That would be a sick goal to get, like 10 sections and then hopefully add more.
All you, brother.
The sheer scale of this feature is so hard to gauge on camera, but with the waterfall added in, this thing was well over 200 feet long and home to more kinks than your small and large intestine combined. Fortunately, I had to catch a flight on the last day of shooting, so I wasn't able to feast on the attempts in person, but after a full day of non-stop hits, this happened. This one is an absolute doozy. Teardrop, donkey dick, flat down, elbow, flat bar, opposite elbow, Z rail, flat down, flat bar to a waterfall. It's nuts. I mean, from setting the world record longest rail slide back in 2022 to capping off debatably the most difficult rail in freeski history, Jesper's ability to balance on a piece of metal tubular remains righteously undefeated. Massive thanks to the entire Red Bull crew and Max Moffat for allowing me to tag along on this wild ride, dude. This was definitely one for the history books.